Taurus, this is your March weekly reading. Adjusting mic. All right, let's get right into this. Starting off with some Moonology. These are like my energy deck just to kind of see what's going on with you. All right, Taurus. Here we go. Well, bam. Hold your vision. All right, stick to something. Stick to what you're wanting. Focus. Focus gives me a Chariot energy. Determination is like 10 of Wands. Yep, hold to your vision. And it also gives me Moon card energy, like with a pinpoint, intuition, and vision. There's something in the distance that you're going towards, a goal. All right, Queen of the Moon. We have acceptance with a 4. Accepting a situation. So with that acceptance card, I'm feeling there's an element of truth here. Seeing things clearly for the first time. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords energy. Really accepting things for how they are, not how you want them to be, not how you wish for them to be. Ow. All right, so let's see. We have, adjacent possibilities. There are some cards in the tarot that have this kind of energy. If you think about the Two of Swords, there's an island behind the girl that she just can't see. But any, let's see, possibilities, opportunities, could be an ace. Something on the horizon here. Once again, I'm feeling that horizon energy. But with that acceptance, you're living in the present moment. You're not, living in the past. You're not too far projected into the future. I know that can be hard, though. As a Sagittarius, I know you're Taurus. I know I can get kind of lost in the future thinking and building in my mind. That futurescape. All right, so we have the Lovers. This is a big choice. Choosing to hold your vision, maybe. Ooh, Hangman energy. Wow. We'll see how that comes up. This could mean a few different things, couldn't it? Pisces energy. And here's that stay the course, the hold your vision. I think this is saying, just in this first row, without any clarification, when you make this choice, you have to really commit to it. You might have to make some sacrifices in order to stay on this path. Let's see what's in your second row. Pretty powerful reading so far, Taurus. Yeah, you got to stick with it. 6 of Cups. Now, that can be nostalgia. You could be reminiscing the past, the good times. Don't get caught or lost in it. Don't chase the rabbit. Remember Pac Rim? What was it, Miko or that girl? We have the World, Capricorn energy. There's something that you either need to let go, or this doorway feels like a portal. 4 of Pentacles. More Capricorn energy here. Definitely want to hold to your vision. If you're going to hold and stick with anything, that would be it. But we don't want you to hold to the past. Nothing's happening over there in the past. It's a done dollar. All right, 2 of Pentacles. You got a lot of Capricorn energy here, which is the 10th house of, work. 3 of Cups, community, and the 10 of Cups, happiness, joy. The longer you can stay in balance and stay focused, the happier you'll be. Because it's so funny. People that lack discipline and focus and have more of a free life, they're not really all that free. They are, chained to debt and, things like that. But when you're disciplined and it seems like you have less freedom, you're actually creating more freedom for your future. All right. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. Nice. Nice. Path to mastery. King of Wands here. And the Five of Wands. Just stick with it. There's definitely could be some type of competition. It doesn't feel negative, like friendly competition. Your biggest competition is yourself. That's it. Ace of Wands. There's that Two of Swords. I felt it here. I felt it. And then I dealt it. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Analysis. That's good. Figuring out what do you want to hold on to? What can you release? I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get the last row just so we can kind of see it all. Ooh, yeah. I think this is going to come out a lot this year because we're in this fire horse with the Chinese zodiac. Knight of Pentacles. Going slow here. And the Two of Cups. Ooh, okay. You might be meeting someone at a function here. Soulmate energy. Very happy. Ow. Okay. Keep hitting my finger that's very sore. Just even the tiniest tap. And it's like, oh, horrible. So this is about choosing to hold to your vision. Straight up. I mean, look at that. A lot of confirmation here with all these cards of staying focused, of, just doing the work and being very diligent. We have that Virgo energy coming in here really strong for you with these cards, with this mastery, which I really like. I think it's fantastic. And so this is a big choice here. To choosing to focus on your pentacles, your work, your self-mastery, really. Because no matter if you're not improving yourself or your knowledge or skills, how far are you really going to get in the workplace? Not nearly as far and not nearly as fast as if you improved yourself. Because you can't, think about it this way, you take a job, that job is what it is. You can't change that job that you're doing. That's the work you were hired to do. But you can change yourself and then, graduate away from that position. That position is pretty much, that's what they need. They need a person to fill that. And so you need to outgrow that space. Believe me, they'll notice. You know what I'm saying? So your personal development is huge. Huge. So to me, it looks like you're making this choice to do that, to focus on that, which I think is really good. The Hanged Man and the King of Wands. I think you're wondering, you're looking for a sign. Should you, have your own business? Because this is the entrepreneur, the visionary. There could be something you're wanting to create here. It's a lot of creative energy here. A lot of fun. This could be a hobby that you're very passionate about, that you have a lot of fun with, that you're wondering, could you turn it into something? Does it even really matter? You're looking for a sign, an epiphany with that hangman energy. Give me a sign. And like I said, I think if it brings you joy, even if it's not bringing you any money, I would say keep doing it. Have fun with your hobby if that's what you're doing. Maybe it can turn into something. I wouldn't quit the day job for it, but you never know. Something could happen along the road. But we have the Two of Pentacles down here. So if it's keeping you happy for now, I think that's great. I would say stay with it. But I feel like you're looking for a sign here. You could be getting it. Let the universe know what would be a sign for you. This is going to be different for everybody. I couldn't possibly... It's like, oh, this is a tarot reading. You're supposed to tell me exactly what's going on. Well, how many people, the energy that I'm pulling for, excuse me, I mean, it's a lot of different people with a lot of different priorities. If you want something specific, you have to get a personal reading. That's just how that is. This is just general. Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, excuse me. All right, coffee is bedtime. This is saying keep going. Despite the competition, despite the distraction, chaos, whatever is going on in your life, to hold to that vision, because that's like the star energy there. That's what I'm feeling. You're being guided. That's your inner light is guiding you in a direction, and don't give up. Study the competition for Pete's sake. What has worked for them and what hasn't. Watch them make mistakes. Watch them have successes. Apply what you can to your life. That's the best thing you can do when there's conflict and competition around you, is to stay focused. And some people say that when you're working, to have a little bit of music or something on in the background, it helps you focus more on the task. Now, that's not going to work for everybody, but maybe you can turn this into that noise that helps you to focus more on what you're doing. That's what I'm feeling here. Yep, use it. Figure out how to use it to your advantage. Now we have something passionate and new here. Now, sometimes the Six of Cups can be reflective. Well, cups are always reflective, aren't they? It can be a card of nostalgia. But I'm not a big fan of past people. I think they're in the past for a reason. Let's look at future. Let's look at new. Yeah, you have to get to know someone new. But why would you want to be with somebody that was out of your life because they weren't a good mix anyway? So, Six of Cups, it could be a gift coming in. Could be some type of spiritual gift. Think about that. Maybe one of your clairsentient abilities is about to be activated. That would be very cool. Accept that gift if it's coming in, even if it freaks you out a little bit. There's so many different clair abilities out there. So this could be a gift, something you're passionate about. You could be giving yourself this gift, this opportunity, because that's what we have here. You might have some type of special skill or talent, is what I'm hearing with this too, because this feels like a gift that's been given to you. And it doesn't have to be, when I say skill or talent, I immediately think of something like artistic, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe you're really good with people. Maybe you're really good with, relations or talking or just listening, things like that. There's so many different skills, but I feel like you're being gifted something. Gifted an opportunity to work on something you're passionate about, because we have that King of Wands. And this is really important with that adjacent possibilities. We have this portal, this doorway opening, because it's the last card of the tarot. So that means something new is coming in, right? We have that Ace of Wands. There's a new doorway opening, but the Two of Swords, yes, it's indecision, but it's also like black and white thinking, this or that, and not being flexible and open enough to see the opportunities that are directly around you. Oh, she's not blindfolded, for real. We always say that this is trusting intuition, and it is. Absolutely is, because there's more to what is it? More than what meets the eye. I don't think it's exactly how it said, but yeah, all she's got to do is turn around and there's a whole new island back there. So this is requiring you to be open and flexible with how this path and where it's going to take you. This could have something to do with this hobby that you're wanting to do, but you're not seeing it because you're focused on A and B. You know what I'm saying? So be flexible, be open to seeing other opportunities, because they're there. And so part of that, hold your vision and sticking with something. There might be activities or things that you can prune, study the competition, what works, what doesn't. Be flexible enough here, because this is kind of Four of Pentacles is more of a holding rigid energy, right? You need this flexibility coming in to know what to get rid of, what to keep, what to double down on. This analysis should come in. This is you, Taurus, right here. I don't think we have any other of your cards. No, just this one. So put on your thinking cap, right? And what things have you held on to so long that maybe you don't even realize it's holding you back? Hold to your vision, for sure. But be flexible to know when to cut things out, when to add things. Very analytical here. It might be a little hard to keep your balance here coming up, but maybe not. This momentum could help you keep your balance even more. Because if you think about it, because at first I was thinking about this water. We have, this is the Two of Pentacles, but your emotional balance is important right now too. Not just what you have, what you're currently juggling, where your attention and focus is. Hopefully it's on present moment. Yes, do think about the future. Yes, do have a plan. Don't ponder too much on the past. It's done. Just learn what you can from it and then let it go. But it's just saying you're really going to need to focus on your current momentum and energy because things are about to speed up. And you think about it, if you're riding a bicycle, like literally riding a bicycle, the slower you go, the harder it is to keep your balance, right? The faster you go, you're like, phew. So maybe that's what this is saying, that things are about to start picking up momentum, speeding up. And I think with that, you'll have even more intense focus because you're going to need it because you don't want to miss anything. Now, as a side note, for some of you, you're about to meet someone in a social gathering here with the Three of Cups. Maybe a party. It's a celebration, right? They want to take things slow with you, is what I'm feeling here with this Knight of Pentacles energy. They're not a king yet. Maybe they're still working on themselves, and that's fine. They're still working on their path to mastery, but they feel like they want to be steady here. Now, this could be masculine or feminine. It doesn't really matter. But they feel like a good match. Not very, what do you call it, flamboyant or really kind of exciting. Not very exciting, but I think they're a good match. It says it's soulmate energy. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. I mean, we have the Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups. They might want to give you a gift, wink, wink. But it could be business related because we have the Knight of Pentacles here. But we have soulmate energy coming in and a lot of happiness right at the very end. Isn't that nice? Triumph after difficulty. Maybe sharing a dream together, sharing some type of happiness here. What a way to end it, huh? All right, let's get your Oracle cards. And they're all listed in the playlist description, along with my Amazon affiliate links, in case you are interested. Let me know if any of those links are old or broken. I mean, I've got like 100 links in there. I can't go through it every single day. All right. And while you're in the playlist, do check for your sun, moon, and rising sign to see what additional messages are there for you. Insight opens a third eye to strengthen intuition. Yeah, trust your intuition and be flexible to other adjacent possibilities coming in. It could come in, you just don't know where. Be open to that energy. Like, I know this is meant for me. This is what I'm going towards, but I'm still open to other avenues because there could be, I don't like shortcuts, but they're, depending on what it is, as long as you're not cutting the quality of what you do. But if the universe opens a side door over here, hey, you just met so-and-so who met so-and-so, and that's the person you really want to talk to, hey, there you go. All that glitters, it feels like that, this and that, Two of Swords energy. That's what it's feeling like for me. The path you think you're wanting to go or what you're going towards, there might be something better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling. There's just probably something better for you, and you're just not seeing it yet, or it hasn't made itself known to you yet. The universe is pretty smart because it matches your energy, and if you're not ready for something yet, it won't pop up. If you haven't learned the lesson, if you're not in the right zone, if you haven't tapped into that future self that you want to be yet, then it won't happen. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. This or that thinking. Yeah, Everything is possible, like Schrodinger's cat, until you observe it. What are you observing? What are you observing in your life here, Taurus? That is so funny. Oh, casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. All right, we have dogs, getting together with friends. We have that with here, the social and community. We have box. You will receive a gift. There's the Six of Cups. Yep. They have two boxes here. One is not the kind of box you want to get. Not really. But there's a change happening. How interesting, Taurus. All right, that is your reading. And before you go, I do want to remind you that I wrote a book. Yes, I did. And it's on Amazon, Kindle, and paperback and hardback. And I'm going to order another version of this today for me, my authored version, just to make sure that all my margins and stuff are good. It's already up. The Kindle is the fastest way and the cheapest way to get it. It's a fantasy fiction, and I did make a video about that book and my process of making it and what the story is about. So do check that out when you have the time. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.